viewers, have allies of the Congress party in the INDIA bloc now started realizing that the grand old party is becoming a liability for them? We are asking this question tonight, viewers, because while the Mahayuti is busy deciding who will be the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, the Mahavikas Aghadi seems to be in a state of shock. Many are calling it a meltdown mode. First, it was the EVM ka bahana. Then some leaders blamed the Election Commission. And then came, viewers, the blame on former Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud. Can you believe it? That's right, that has happened. In fact, Sena UBT's Sanjay Raut has said, because Justice D.Y. Chandrachud delayed the verdict on Maharashtra, people have got this mandate. And that history will not forgive Justice Chandrachud. Listen in to these reactions.
महाराष्ट्र का जो चुनाव हुआ और जो नतीजे आए हैं वो बहुत ही चौंकाने वाले नहीं, बहुत ही शॉकिंग है। उसके लिए जिम्मेदार अगर कोई होगा महाराष्ट्र को जो नुकसान हुआ है वो जस्टिस चंद्रचूड़ है।
मैं प्रधानमंत्री से बड़े अदब से कहूंगा कि जिस तरह हरियाणा के बाद महाराष्ट्र का चुनाव हुआ है और जिसके अंदर आपने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के जितने कैंडिडेट्स लड़े थे 2-4 छोड़ के सब जीत गए हैं, ऐसा देश के अंदर कभी नहीं हुआ है। आज महाराष्ट्र के अंदर भारतीय जनता पार्टी जीती है, भारत हार गया है।
मैं अपनी जो मुझे लोकतंत्र में हार मिली है मैं उसको पूरी तरीके से कबूल कर रहा हूं, लेकिन मैं सिर्फ इतना जानना चाहता हूं आपसे कि जो ईवीएम सुबह 7 बजे से लेके शाम के 6 बजे तक चल रही है वो 99% कैसे हो सकती है?
And then, viewers, came the blame game. Uddhav Sena's Priyanka Chaturvedi has blamed Congress party's Praniti Shinde for defeat of MVA's candidate in Solapur South seat. She says Congress MP Praniti Shinde backed independent candidate. Not just this, in fact, she says that not just lost his deposit in the seat, the MVA candidate, but also ensured the loss of Aghadi candidate. She says Congress MP Praniti Shinde backed the independent candidate, and in fact, we have got a reaction from G. Parameshwara as well of the Congress party, where he seems to be admitting that there was a failure in formulating a strategy. He also seems to be blaming the Congress party's allies. So there is blame game from both the sides. First, the blame came from the UBT Sena towards the Congress party, and now Congress leaders are blaming the allies. Listen in.
ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಇಸಿ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಕೊನೆ ದಿವಸ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸುಮಾರು ಸೀಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಗೊಂದಲ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2-3 ಜನ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ಗೆ ಫೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಘಾಡಿ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಶರದ್ ಪವಾರ್ದು ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪು ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಉದ್ಧವ್ ಠಾಕರೆದು ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರವ್ರದ್ದು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿತ್ತು.
So the question that we are asking tonight is, has Congress party, the grand old party, become a liability for its allies? Let's tell you a little bit about what has happened in the recent elections. Look at Mahavikas Aghadi's strike rate in the recently concluded Maharashtra elections. The results came out yesterday. The strike rate of NCP, the Sharad Pawar faction, was about 15.1%. The Uddhav Sena was about 20-odd%. And remember, it used to be a bastion at one point in time of the Congress party as far as the state of Maharashtra is concerned. They were in alliance with the Congress party, whose strike rate was just 18.6%, and Mahavikas Aghadi lost the elections in Maharashtra. Let's now tell you about state number 2. The recently concluded elections in Jammu and Kashmir, the assembly elections there, where the Congress party was in alliance with the NC there, where of course NC did pretty well, but as far as the Congress party is concerned, its strike rate of course was much lower at about 15.3-odd%. Now, looking at some of the other results that have also come out in the recent past, look at Uttar Pradesh polls of 2022, where Samajwadi Party and Congress Party in fact had fought separately, and the strike rate of Samajwadi Party was about 31.98% and Congress Party 0.5%. and BJP came to power. And so much was the impact of what happened here and then what happened in the Lok Sabha elections, in the country just about 6 months ago, that Samajwadi Party decided to go solo as far as the UP bypolls are concerned. Now, talking about some of the other elections that, we must also be looking at, in 2020 Jharkhand polls, we had the JMM with a strike rate of about 69.76%. The Congress was dependent on its own ally. Congress party's strike rate, of course, was much lower there as well. So the question really is being asked today is also because Prime Minister Narendra Modi also said last evening that the Congress party is like a parjivi in Indian politics. Listen in.
साथियों, भारत की राजनीति में अब कांग्रेस पार्टी परजीवी बनकर रह गई है। कांग्रेस पार्टी के लिए अब अपने दम पर सरकार बनाना लगातार मुश्किल हो रहा है।
So that's what the Prime Minister had to say yesterday for the Congress party. Now, it's not the first time that Prime Minister has taken a parjivi jibe at the Congress party. We will again show you, some of the other election results, which also show, how the, condition of the Congress party is right now as far as the Indian politics is concerned. 2020 Delhi polls, Aam Aadmi Party managed to bag 62 out of 70 seats in Delhi. 88.57% was the strike rate, and for the Congress party, it was 0, no seats. And now Delhi elections are coming again. So what will be the impact of what we have seen in Maharashtra will become very, very important as well. Let's also, viewers, quickly tell you a little bit about the possible reasons why Congress is being seen as a liability for its allies. One, many believe that there is a lack of any cohesive narrative with allies. When Congress party fights an election with a partner in any state, there is no cohesion as far as the narrative is concerned. Many also believe that repeating narratives, that are used in Lok Sabha elections, the issues that became big during the Lok Sabha elections are being repeated in these state elections as well. Samvidhan bachao, democracy khatre pe hai. Apart from that, many believe that the Congress party is not really honoring coalition dharma where Congress party is strong. For example, not giving enough number of seats to the partner, in states where Congress party is stronger. Congress party doesn't really showcase its allies like the Bharatiya Janata Party. For example, in Maharashtra, we saw how, even when Prime Minister was holding rallies, Eknath Shinde as the Chief Minister was being showcased. So there was a lot of emphasis on other partners as well. Then, other than that, people say that there is a lack of hold over a specific vote bank. When it suits them, they will practice soft Hindutva. When it doesn't suit them, they will start questioning, Hindutva. That's what many people believe could be the reason why Congress now seems to be becoming a liability for the Congress party. And that's our debate as well this evening. Is Rahul Gandhi's Khata-Khat model, or in fact, is that impacting the allies of the Congress party in the India bloc? Is Congress party becoming a liability now for the leaders, for the political parties in the India bloc under Rahul Gandhi? Joining us on this debate is Radhika Kheda, BJP national spokesperson. We have JVC Sriram, political commentator, here with us in the studios. Shyam Prasad Meka, who is a Congress leader, live with us, and Kishore Tiwari, Shiv Sena, the UBT faction spokesperson. Good evening to all of you. Thank you for joining us here on Times Now. Shyam Prasad Meka, I would like to begin this debate with you. Is Congress actually becoming a liability for its own allies? Is there a realization within the party also that some kind of an introspection is the need of the hour?
First point, Heena, I would say your question is loaded with your narrative. So I'm not going to fall into that. Simple thing is, India Alliance is formed based on certain values, based on what they are fighting against. Now, in elections, things might happen. People might lose some elections, win some elections. Alliance partners will have some disagreements, some disappointments with each other. these things will happen. Okay, but you saying, oh, now Congress is the liability, and again, you will correct yourself saying Congress under Rahul Gandhi.
No, I'm
So
just
you-
asking you
no,
a
wait, wait.
question. That's
No, no,
the view of many people across the country. That's why I'm just asking you a question. I did not make a statement. It was a question. I was just trying to analyze what all is being said, what the Prime Minister said yesterday, because he repeated the Parjivi attack on the Congress party. So I'm asking you on the basis of facts that I presented to my viewers.
Are you done? Okay, usually the other party colleagues will jump down my throat, but this time the anchor herself is jumping.
Sir,
Refrain
I'm
from
simply
that.
asking you a question.
No.
I mean, if you don't have an answer, it's okay. I can move on to the next
No,
guest for the opening remarks. You don't have to, talk to me like this. I mean, I just asked you a simple question.
No, I'll tell you. I am explaining the lack of simplicity in your question. If you are patient, ask the question. If you are not, if you simply say, then I'll move to next guest, then don't even call me to your show, no.
I'm
We are
once
not-
again repeating my question, Shyam
no,
Prasad
I
Mehta,
heard-
on the basis of the facts that I presented, on the basis of what happened in the last 24 hours, do you believe that Congress party is becoming a liability for its allies?
Okay, you're done. Your question is simple. It's not so simple. It's loaded with a narrative. I am explaining very simply. The India Alliance knows what it is doing. Elections might be lost, elections might be won. What we are doing is our politics. We are not going to shut our shop just because we lost an election and just because some people come and say, oh, now Congress is liability. Tomorrow they'll say, oh, somebody else is liability. India Alliance is crumbling. Hey, stop all this. Talk about the issues, no.
Okay, Kishore Tiwari, talk about the issues. Why are you blaming the Congress party of supporting an independent candidate over, the Mahavikas Aghadi candidate? That was the post from Priyanka Chaturvedi earlier today.
Priyanka Chaturvedi is the international spokesperson of my party. I am a regional spokesperson. So, initially I will congratulate Times Now for a very excellent election coverage. And our JVC Chirram also for posting as an excellent performing poll poster who work in Maharashtra and has given an excellent idea, and it was the same thing which he has repeated in his exit poll. And Radhika Kheda, मुबारक हो आपको भैया, चुनाव जीत गए.
किशोर तिवारी जी, आप सबको मुबारकबाद ही देते रहेंगे कि मेरे सवाल का जवाब भी देंगे?
अरे
सवाल
पूछो ना
कहाँ है?
यार, पूछो हीना जी, पूछो.
पूछा है मैंने आपसे सवाल कि सब कुछ ठीक है उद्धव सेना के बीच में और कांग्रेस पार्टी के बीच में, बिकॉज अर्लियर वी हैव सीन अ पोस्ट कमिंग इन फ्रॉम प्रियंका चतुर्वेदी क्लियरली pointing a finger towards the Congress party, Congress MP Praniti Shinde of supporting an independent candidate instead of giving support to the Mahavikas Aghadi.
अरे 288 सीट में 440 उम्मीदवार खड़े हो गए थे और कोई किधर इतनी नाराजगी थी क्योंकि जो टॉप के लीडर्स है ना, प्रणीति शिंदे से लेके सब लोगों ने लोकसभा के चुनाव के बाद कपड़े सी लिए थे सीएम बनने के. अब उनके सबके ड्रेस तो खराब होंगे. अब मैंने मेरा ड्रेस सिया था तो मैं मेरे मित्र की यहाँ शादी है तो उसमें यूज कर लूंगा, लेकिन इनको सबको बुरा लग रहा है ना. आप मुझे बताइए, कांग्रेस के 14 सांसद आए थे, सत्ता में आने के पूरे चांस थे, इतनी बुरी हार हुई नहीं. अब कैसा हुई, क्या हुई, इसका एनालिसिस हम करेंगे, लेकिन प्री मैच्योर्ड ब्लेमिंग नहीं होना चाहिए. मैं एक बात क्लियर करता हूं, मेरे मित्र है मेका, एक बहुत ही डाउन थ्रोडन आदमी है, बहुत नीचे से आए हैं और बड़े कद्दावर नेता है. मैं अभी बता रहा हूं, कांग्रेस ये परजीवी नहीं है. कांग्रेस की वोट बैंक महाराष्ट्र में इंटैक्ट है अभी भी। अरे और उनके तो वोट बढ़े इस वक्त, मैं बता रहा हूं।
If the
बीजेपी
vote bank JVC Shriram is intact, then why did the Congress party not win enough number of seats? I mean, look at the performance of the Congress party.
JVC, let me answer. Let me first answer.
Okay, quickly, then I'll go across to JVC Shriram. Yes.
JVC Shriram, the scene is that the Ajit Pawar has increased his vote tally by 6% and 3% the Eknath Shinde, but BJP vote share is intact. In fact, BJP seat sharing is very good because they manage MNS and Vanchit Aghadi.
But here we are discussing the Congress party, Mr. Kishore Tiwari. Let's get an opening remark from JVC Shriram as well, and then Radhika Kheda.
Good evening, Heena, and also to the viewers and the panelists. I think it's certain that Congress party will have to do a deep introspection. In fact, I gave probably yesterday 2 minutes, my whatever I spoke in terms of where the MBA went wrong. It is sitting, as you mentioned, classically mentioned, same narrative used for the 2 elections and all those stuff. But Congress party, let me put across in a very simple manner, Heena, which probably the Congress spokesperson would deny what I'm saying, would even trash what I'm saying into the dustbin. But the truth of the matter is, tell me, show me how many tall leaders are there in Maharashtra in Congress. There used to be a time where they used to compete for Chief Minister's Gadi. Ashok Chavan, now he's in BJP. Vilasrao Deshmukh's sons, they're struggling. Then you have Prithviraj Chavan. I had mentioned right on July 24th in X that Prithviraj Chavan would be losing and losing badly. Sushil Kumar Shinde, his bastion, is lost. And then what leaders you have? Leader of the opposition, lost. And the Congress party state president struggled and won by a few hundred votes. No, there used to be a time where Congress party had tall leaders from YB Chavan to SB Chavan to Sharad Pawar to Ashok Chavan to Vilasrao Deshmukh to Sushil Kumar Shinde to Shivraj Patel, where each one of them would be asking for, okay, give me 20 seats and ensure that I will send 10 of them as MLA so that I can become chief minister. There used to be a faction-ridden Congress party. But even a faction-ridden Congress party today, in hindsight, looks much better compared to a party where in a state like Maharashtra, I am telling you on this 7 p.m. show in Times Now that even if you walk towards Vidarbha and Marathwada, you will find Gandhi cap wearing people who are supporting Congress. But where is the leadership? Where is the direction? Where is the compass? A Congress, I mentioned right in the exit poll time itself, Ramtek seat, you hand it over to SSUBT. Ingoli seat, you hand it over to SSUBT. And is this the way that you run the party? And we have seen Congress supporters yesterday, from Tishin Poonawala to so many others, on what they had to say. Because Congress party will not do introspection also. In Haryana, they banked heavily on Bhupinder Singh Hooda, gave 73 seats to people who supported Bhupinder Singh Hooda, and we saw what it was.
So essentially,
in Bihar, one second, I'll just complete it. In Bihar in 2020, in election which probably the Maga Gadbandhan could have won, P. Chidambaram, their own former finance minister and union minister, came and said, you should know how much you should contest based on your height. If you go and contest in 60 and 70 seats, what would you get? And last but not the least, Karunanidhi in 2011 said in Tamil Nadu, I sent Nayanmars, which means there are 63 Nayanmars who were Saivite, probably the saints, and you came as Panch Pandavas. I gave you 63 tickets, you have come as 5 people have won. Now this is an overall all India situation for Congress party, and as long as they are in slumber, India Alliance, for the India Alliance, Congress becomes a liability and a parasite.
Okay, I will get Shyam Prasad Meka to respond to what JVC Shriram has said. But before that, I'd like to take the opening comments from Radhika Kheda as well. Radhika Kheda, as Shyam Prasad Meka, when he was making his opening comments, he said, Haar jeet to in a way hoti rehti hai. Why always, call Congress party or compare Congress party to a parasite or a parjeevi? I mean, it's a part of game. One day you lose, one day you win.
While the Congress spokesperson was making his opening statements, the only thing that came to my mind was Rassi jal gayi par bal nahi gaya. Okay, that's their internal matter. They want to behave like this. They can live with their arrogance. Their leader behaves the same. So just Raja tas Praja. Having said that, now it is not us who call them parasites. It's not only the Prime Minister. Let's look at in the alliance. A day before the counting in Maharashtra, what did the Jammu Kashmir Chief Minister say? Oh, the Congress party is only giving us outside support. They are not part of the government, so they are the ones who have weakened our stand on Article 370, and they have done this and they have done that. We saw all that. Now, let's come back to immediately what has happened in Jharkhand. Mr. Soren has issued a statement saying there will be no Deputy Chief Minister post given to Congress. He has said that categorically to Congress after Congress gave that demand that we want Deputy Chief Minister post. Obviously, Congress has performed worse than what its original number of seats in Jharkhand in the previous elections. Coming back to Maharashtra, the results of Maharashtra, this is Congress's worst ever performance in history. And this is Bharatiya Janata Party's best ever performance in history. So you have their big, tall leaders like Bala Saheb Thorat, Mr. Chaman and all massively losing in their own home seats. We saw the kind of hatred that was spewed by Mr. Ritesh Deshmukh. He's the same person who made his father even lose his chief ministerial seat. We remember he has a chief minister, the way he had taken him to watch his movie shooting instead of being there when 26/11 was happening.
Okay.
So the people of his constituency, the bastion of Mr. Deshmukh, has been crumbled. Only one son has won and the other has lost. So it has been a very sad performance by the Congress, a party which has been there, like the biggest party, the first party of the of independent India, and this is what they've come down to. And when we talk about it, they are parasites. We've seen what happened to them in Uttar Pradesh. See the situation of Akhilesh Yadav now. Bharatiya Janata Party has won a by-election in Uttar Pradesh on a seat in Muradabad, which they had never won for 31 years. We've actually conquered a seat which has maximum Muslim population.
Okay.
Over 75% Muslim voters are there, and yet all the Muslims have come out and voted for the Bharatiya Janata Party. So the narrative that Bharatiya Janata Party was anti-Muslim, that has also been destroyed. So, and when it comes to what is the Congress party doing wrong, that's the internal matter. Why do we care? They can continue this performance. It's excellent for us. I wish the Congress party
Shyam Prasad
all the
Meka
very
wants to
best, and
respond.
I hope they continue with this.
Yeah. See, first point, Heena, I want to clarify is, I totally agree with the analysis of Sriramji. I have no
JVC Sriram.
Yeah, JVC Sriram. So I agree with him totally. Yes, Congress party knows about it. Congress party is trying to address it. That's our internal matter. Okay, let's leave that aside. Now, our friend is saying about Congress party is the first party. Yes, but it has come down to this level. Oh yes, we are a political party. Political party need not always be behind power. We are working on our society. When the society is ready, we will get power. When the society is not ready, we will.
So power is not important for the Congress party. Why are you fighting elections then?
No, wait. That's a very simplistic understanding of democracy. Okay, it's not always about winning. It's not some bullfight. Okay, now the third point. It's slightly a jail. You understand? BJP scored a fantastic victory in Maharashtra. Whatever may be the reasons. Today we are sitting here talking about Congress. That's the power of Congress.
Oh God.
Nobody cares about what BJP does. Now coming to parasite jibe, I am answering that. Who is a parasite? All the feudal lords who had a stranglehold on Congress, they were taken away by BJP. Congress is trying to shed the remaining feudal lords from its fold and become a really democratic party. Now the real parasite
in the process, Kishore Tiwari, I know Radhika Khera wants to respond, but in the process, Kishore Tiwari, the Congress party seems to be losing the support of the people.
Come on, this is unfair. Allow me to finish my sentence. Real parasite is BJP.
Radhika, 1 second.
Which is taking away the feudal lords and Manuvadis from other parties.
Okay.
Which is good thing, and also which is the real parasite on their own allies.
Okay, Radhika Khera, quick response, then I'll go across to Kishore Tiwari.
You know, I don't know what kind of drugs are the Congress spokespersons and leaders taking if they're coming and saying the Bharatiya Janata Party is the one who's a parasite? You know, they
I
really
think we should
haven't
just
really
avoid
understood.
using
I mean,
such
no, I'm
comments.
sorry,
I mean, let's just
that
have
I
a
have
civil
said.
debate. Radhika Khera, let's just like avoid using such words
I'm
because it's a very
civil person.
sensitive issue.
Let me. I'm sorry, I'm a very civil person, a well-educated woman, and I do not need schooling. I'm sorry, but I do not need schooling, and I do not cross my limits. I am not. I'm sharing screen space with the Uddhav Thackeray Sena spokesperson here, who has innumerable times on your channels, including Hindi and Navbharat Times Now and English, has insulted women spokespersons and your anchors and your Hindi Navbharat Times chief, Navita Kumarji, a number of times. So kindly do not give me schooling over here. I have not abused anyone. And it is a fact. He is really smoking some kind of drug if he is going on saying...
Come on, Radhika Khera. I just simply requested you to, let's not get personal here. Let's keep the debate civil. Let's talk about issues. You wanted to respond to what... One second. You wanted to respond to what Shyam Prasad Mehta has said. Let's come to the point. Let's not try to... Okay, Radhika Khera, I am giving you time to respond. Now, please make your point.
Radhika
Khera, please make your point.
Since you're more interested in schooling me, maybe
Radhika Khera, I am not doing anything of that sort. I am just saying let's stick to what we are discussing here.
Heena Gambhir, I know my name is Radhika Khera. You don't need to remind me again and again of my name.
Radhika, please go ahead and make your point.
Kindly do not school me. I don't need schooling from anyone.
We will.
Kindly, I remain in my limits and do not try to deviate the issue when I am taught.
Radhika, please make your point.
The Congress. Yes, please, I will. And I know my name, and kindly don't school me again. There is an issue with the Congress party. They refuse to realize the fact that they are the ones who are parasites. It's not my problem. They can go on continuing the NGO that they are running since they are not interested in winning an election. So they have merely reduced themselves to an NGO. They have their own social media team, which is going on and tweeting that I am done working for Supriya Chune. This is the NGO that I am resigning from. There are enough of them who have been tweeting since yesterday. Their own social media team is crumbling, and they themselves have called the Congress party an NGO. And you have the Shiv Sena here crumbling itself. Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray, crumbling itself. They are calling each other, Bhaiya, wo to international spokesperson hai, main national spokesperson hu. The internal rift inside the Congress, the internal rift inside the Uddhav Thackeray group, and then they're talking about that we are the ones who are taking people and we are doing this. People are not ready to stay in the Congress party. The day they realize that, it's very easy to say for Rahul Gandhi, भैया तुम्हारे पे ED CBI लगी है जिससे जाना जाए. जाहिर है एंड में सिर्फ जीजा जी, बहन जी, भैया जी and मम्मी जी रह जाएंगे. Because as it is, 3 of them are in parliament. They can continue, and now Mr. Rehan is also getting ready. So they are happy being a family-run, family-owned NGO, and they want to run like that. It's very good for the nation. The nation is going ahead in development under the leadership of Narendra Modi ji, and they are giving a befitting reply to the divisive politics and the NGO politics of Rahul Gandhi and his camp. We've seen it in Haryana, we've seen it in Maharashtra, we've seen it in the by-elections. Yes, we had a setback in Jharkhand, and we are going to learn from it and come back with double power in the Delhi Assembly election.
Okay. JVC Sriram, I've asked both Shyam Prasad Mehta as well as Kishore Tiwari, I don't think they would want to acknowledge the concern or the, issues that the Congress party specifically is facing right now. But what is your point of view? As Radhika also mentioned, do you also believe that now, after what happened in Maharashtra, there is indeed a rift within the Mahavikas Aghadi as well, and a realization is coming among the allies of Congress party in the India bloc too, that in a way, if you associate yourself with the Congress party ahead of every elections, then be prepared for something shocking, what they have seen in Maharashtra.
I mentioned this on the Thursday and Friday evening debate. I had even mentioned something very casually. I told in Navikaji's debate that Mahavikas Aghadi is nothing but a cocktail of whiskey, lassi and gomutra. So, and I said, you can contact anybody, but by Saturday afternoon, 12 o'clock onwards, they will start fighting with each other. Because understand, what is the purpose of building this indie bloc? It is not out of ideology. It is not out of any kind of an affinity, love towards the people. It has got one person, Narendra Damodar Das Modi. In order to defeat Narendra Damodar Das Modi, I can bring anybody and everybody as bedfellows and come together and form an alliance. And that's what happened. And that is crumbling. The lead they took Congress party, the India alliance, particularly Congress party, in Malegaon Central in 2024 Lok Sabha election. They got 1,98,000 votes, if I'm right. And BJP candidate got just 3,000 votes in Dhule Lok Sabha seat. Yesterday, Islam won. Congress is not there. You take the case of even Sholapur, MIM contested, Communists contested. Now the point was they all came together in 2024 and realized that, in Tamil we have a saying, I am 7th, pass, you are 10th, fail. So you are fail, I am pass, so I am bigger than you. So 99 they have not crossed. But they thought they won 272. BJP, which won only 240, realized that, okay, fine, we probably will have to work harder and put all, see, and as a political analyst who's sitting outside the political parties, what we would like to see is the performance and how they are doing and how is the fight.
Yes.
Now that is not there. And even if it is there, you show hatred towards one man, you give gali to one man, you speak against a person who is admired by the entire world leaders.
That's the only agenda that brings parties together.
That is something, one second, I'll complete it. Brand Modi, you cannot defeat Brand Modi.
All right.
That's it.
All right. I'm completely out of time, but thank you very much, all of you. Radhika Kheda, JVC Sriram, Shyam Prasad Mehka and Kishore Tiwari. Appreciate all of you for joining us here on Times Now. It's going to be our top focus ahead as well. For now, slipping into a very, very short break. Stay with us.